The Coast Guard says it's just a drill, but with so many different vessels traversing the Charleston waterways, the threat of an oil spill is very real.
This drill is a full-scale exercise.
Clear.
And this is done to test our capabilities.
Capabilities that are tested almost daily in the real world. The latest test just last week.
The vessel unable to control throttle, as well as various operations in the port. We always prepared to respond to these incidents, and we always have assets and capabilities that we can call on if we need them.
This training exercise, another chance to practice a real-life scenario they must be ready for.
We want to be able to have these known plans, these known points of contact, and these known capabilities on the water so that we know that if and when something does happen like this, that we know what to do, and we're not trying to figure that out in the moment.
That plan starts with communication, trying to answer many questions on scene and on the fly.
Is it 5 gallons as reported on the response center, or is it 500 gallons or 5,000 gallons? Do we need to take immediate action? Has the facility activated their response plan? Do we have a company, an OSRO is what's called an oil spill response organization, en route to establish containment and begin the cleanup process? And that can both expand and contract depending on the severity of the situation.
A big key with this particular training, something called booming. Those are the orange barriers being dragged by the ships that slow the spread of oil.
It actually extends underneath the water a little ways to try and trap that oil in there, because essentially what you're trying to do is capture the floating oil on the surface of the water to be able to then collect it and dispose of it properly. A good amount of oils that are processed and refined, they'll tend to float on the top of the waterway. There's always that potential for that threat to be there, so we want to make sure that both the facility and the Coast Guard and our partners, our responding partners, are able to be prepared and be able to respond on the water.
The Coast Guard says they do full training simulations like these about once every 3 years on a variety of different scenarios.